Morning guys, I'd like to introduce you to this channel, Obsolete Oddity. He's absolutely brilliant. He's an urban explorer with a bit of a twist. He tends to sort of cover quite dark subjects. He has lots of like medieval chapel in Italy due to be demolished, so you know you can go and have a little look at all sorts of stuff. He's Swiss based, I believe. Historical feature, the lost city of Z. So there's lots and lots of really cemetery of flowers in Switzerland, and lots of sort of like things like tragedy of Camille Claudel, hotel room full of dead people, Swiss cemetery and lost art colony. So lots and lots of really interesting stuff he puts out. And I found this the other day. Now he brought this out in 2017, 23rd of December, and it's a private castle in Switzerland, and it's run by a very secretive religious cult. Now he's very discreet about this place. He doesn't disclose the name of the cult, the location of the castle, or any names or anything. He's very respectful. But firstly, I'd like you to have a look at all the stuff on this castle. Let's move it forward a bit. Let's see. It's here. It's supposed to be a Victorian Gothic. These statues are quite recent, I believe. They were put there by the cult. Look at these. Look at this. Here. All this here. All this here. Yeah, it just seemed to have quite a lot of its bits and pieces. Well, all of its bits and pieces still here. And he walks all around it and gives us a really good tour. That's the original drawing there. This is a good tour of the outside with a view, hopefully, he hopes, of getting in there. So it's a fantastic place. It's a great video. It's got one of those hot houses. Just marvellous bits all over the place. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful looking place. And he does actually, look at this here, look, you've got, it's down under, you've got all this here, metal, this door here, all this sort of, so there's lots of metal work, what looks like original Technasma up on the roof. It's just an all-round fab place, I think. Oh yeah, here. Look. Pretty wonderful, eh? So why do I think it's working? Well, he did another video. He did part 1 and a part 2 because he actually got invited in. Listen to what he says.
Now this is the keeper of the castle. This 85-year-old man who is amazingly fit and very kind. You know, I just introduced myself and sent some beautiful energy, and lo and behold, he invited us in to the castle to have a look round, and I asked him could I film, and he had no objection. So I was really quite amazed. This is not normally their policy. I don't know whether he thought I was a member from overseas or not, but I took up his offer very gratefully. He was a man of quite few words, and he was quite quick. So I'm actually going to slow the camera work down a bit because he was moving so fast, and yeah, we had to keep up with him. He was ready to move on to the next room every time, and But suddenly through the tour he seemed to have had enough, and he showed us the door. And
so you can see this guy, he's 85 years old, man. So he whips them around this place. They have a good look around. Of course, I leave all the links. Apparently, this is the roof. He does all the work, all the running repairs on the roof, which is in huge need of repair, allegedly. Here's like some wires here going down. See the Technasma up here? All this here. Yeah. And then when he has to leave, this old guy sort of like suddenly has enough of showing them around this place and shows them the door, because he's obviously got to get back to work. Watch the way he trips off down here, man. I've just come back from seeing my mum and dad. My dad's 85, my mum's 85. They can barely walk. Look at this guy. He's 85, man. Now this cult doesn't eat meat, doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, doesn't use any drugs, doesn't drink coffee, has a huge love for nature and animals, and are extremely kind. You know? So we've been looking at the use of Technasma in buildings and wondering what sort of function they had. And when I did my interdimensional cathedral one, I sort of looked into it, and it does seem that physical health is one of the effects of resonance when it's concentrated into these places. And I found this, it's just like a little bit of confirmation. It's off a Masonic forum, and he's talking about the Masonic rituals, and he says here, Masonic symbolism requires that 7 master masons open the lodge in strict adherence to the rules of the analogy, which he talks about up here. The analogy is talking about when Paracelsus spoke about planetary geniuses and not planets. He talked about the celestial, the fundamental functions of the organs of the human body, which work by analogy like the moving planets in space, in the space. When Giordano Bruni spoke about shadows of the ideas, he actually meant the laws ruling our senses as well as the masters of the sky. Right, so for centuries these rules have been known and put in practice by the Freemasons, especially while constructing churches, which were planned and built as resonance boxes to awake and enhance the human body's functions in order to achieve the paligenesis. So I looked at paligenesis, and it's all sorts of complicated stuff, but basically reincarnation, regeneration. So if they've got themselves a little working castle here, and they've got this little secret cult in there where they keep themselves spiritually enlightened and with a respect for nature, and animals, love for animals, and they end up fit as a fiddle, nice, kind, cooperative. This 85-year-old guy here. So in Switzerland, yeah, working Technasma. Thanks for watching.